Coming up in May on Roanoke County Today, we'll find out about stormwater, GIS, and Crime Line. Plus, when we can go to Splash Valley. This and more coming up on RCT.
Looking for a career where each day brings the chance to learn or experience something new? Want to work in a team environment? Or have you always wanted to give back to the community? Consider a career in law enforcement. The Roanoke County Police Department offers great benefits including life, health, and dental insurance, Virginia state retirement, and full pay while in the training academy. The Roanoke County Police Department is currently accepting applications, so take the next step to becoming the newest member of the Roanoke County Police Department. For more information, call or visit our website.
Welcome back to the show. Roanoke County has implemented a stormwater management program, and there are state and federal regulations involved. And so today with us we have Cindy Lincoln-Hoker, who is the stormwater manager for the program. Cindy, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Well, we have a lot to talk about with stormwater. I know we're facing some new and existing regulations. Tell us about those.
I will do that. Let me just start at the very beginning because it's a pretty complicated topic.
Sure.
We have what's called a municipal separate storm sewer system permit. 4 S's, so we reduce that to MS4.
Good.
So MS4 permit. Okay. The permit requires the locality, in this case Roanoke, to operate some existing programs and also to operate some new ones that are coming up this summer. So I'll start first with existing. Existing is the floodplain management program, and that program requires the county to regulate development in the floodplain, and it also gives the residents some access to a very valuable flood insurance. That's been in place for many years. Also the erosion and sediment control program. That's a program that the county operates, puts requirements on developers and contractors during the construction phase of a building project. There's an illicit discharge elimination system program, big fancy word for don't put anything into the storm drain.
Right.
Nothing. It's illegal unless it's rain.
Sure.
Then we have a new program coming in July. Becomes effective July 1st of this summer, 2014, and it's called the Virginia Stormwater Management Program. That program is going to require the county to issue what's called a construction general permit. And what that does is allow a developer or contractor to discharge stormwater during the construction process. It allows them to let that water go off of their site. It's also going to impose some more strict standards on the contractors in terms of the work that they are doing. So again, that program is going to go into effect this summer. Developers are aware of this program. They're going to have to do some different things in their designs to try to comply with this new program. And last but not least, we have something called the total maximum daily loads. We reduce that to TMDLs.
Good.
Yes, a lot of acronyms here.
Yes.
TMDLs is basically a pollution diet for various pollutants. The EPA, through the DEQ, Virginia Department of Environmental Quality, has put us on a diet. And the diet is for sediment and PCBs and for bacteria. And so that's going to sort of change the way we do business in the county. Probably going to result in some new ordinances.
Okay, so a pollution diet.
Yes,
There's
a pollution diet. That's
today.
it. That's it.
Now I know there's some high priority water issues. What are some of those?
Well, to align ourselves with the TMDLs that we're required to meet. So there's a numeric limit there that we can't exceed a certain number for these pollutants, nitrogen, bacteria, sediment, and PCBs. We've selected sediment and bacteria to focus on because they do align with the TMDLs that we're already required to work on. And then we've added to that nutrients, which primarily phosphorus and nitrogen, because everybody puts that stuff on their lawn through their fertilizers.
Right. It's that time of year for it.
That's right. So then we get the algae blooms in the river, and then the fish die, and everybody's unhappy.
Right. So what are some of the changes for businesses?
Businesses are going to have to change some of their practices. I would say particularly those who may be involved in washing vehicles or washing equipment, they're going to have to be thinking about the fact that the TMDL pollutants, sediments, and bacteria can no longer go down the storm drain. So what does that mean? It means they're going to have to think about how they rinse out a dumpster or a car wash facility, say, that still wash, maybe car detailing facilities or car dealers who wash their cars are going to have to think about where that runoff is going, because no longer can it go to the storm drainage system. It's going to be a little painful.
Sure.
Also, they're going to be required to do some employee training, particularly on spill prevention and response, so that if they have, say, an oil spill on their property or a fuel spill, they're going to have to make sure that they have procedures in place so that doesn't make it to the storm drain system. They're going to have to do some training on the proper disposal of the waste that they may generate at their property, and also some best management practices, such as filtering discharge if they're engaged in any construction activity or maintenance activities on their site that might be pushing things into the storm drainage inlets.
Wow, there's a lot for businesses
There's
to
a
learn
lot.
about.
There
And how
is.
about homeowners? What do we need to know?
Well, same for homeowners. The activities that homeowners engage in and around their home, particularly on their lawn, certainly do impact stormwater. We mentioned earlier the fertilizer problem.
Right.
So it's mostly going to be an education program designed to help them understand that there are some very simple things they can do at their house that will make a difference. One of which, say, is to wash your car in the grass. Sounds ridiculous, but the grass serves as a nice a filter, and it will actually cause there to be no runoff whatsoever. So it doesn't ever make it to the storm drain system.
Sure, you're watering your grass in the process.
Exactly.
That's a good thing to do.
Exactly.
Good.
So if you have, let's say, have a pool, and you've got to discharge your pool water from time to time. You want to let your pool dissipate the chemicals down as much as possible and ensure that your discharge hose is discharging over your lawn. Again, let your lawn serve as the filter. Don't pour anything into the storm drain. Don't cut your leaves and your grass, and just get your leaf blower and right to the storm drain inlet. That's illegal. And so the county's going to be required to enforce that starting July 1. So we don't want anything in the storm drain. So there's some pretty simple things that homeowners can do to make a difference.
Sure. And you talked about the storm drain. We were talking about that earlier. Not everybody knows what a storm drain is.
Right.
What is it?
Let me see if I can explain it. Okay. Your children are playing ball in the street, and they throw the tennis ball, and somebody misses, and the ball goes running along the curb, and it goes down that hole that's on the side of the face of the curb.
Right.
That's the drop inlet. It's truly a structure, most of which is under the ground, and at the bottom of that structure is a pipe, and the pipe connects to some other pipes that eventually discharge directly to the river. So the whole reason this program is here is because stormwater is not treated at a treatment plant. It goes directly to the Roanoke River.
Okay, great.
Yep.
There's a lot of information about stormwater, and I know you're going to be joining us again at a later time so we can continue to learn more. Where can people find more information now?
Well, of course, they can go to the county's website, the Roanoke County VA.gov, go to departments, select community development, and we have a link for stormwater. If you want to talk to a person, call me. I am the new stormwater program manager. I would be happy to discuss stormwater with anybody who wants to chat. And most of the staff in our department, would love to talk to citizens as well. So they can certainly call in.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Let me point out too that we're in the process of vetting our public education program, and it is going to be posted on our website next week. I would love for people to go there, take a look at what we're going to focus on, and give some feedback if they would be so kind as to help us out.
Good. That would be a big help. So we want to make sure our viewers visit our website. Again, it's
Roanoke County VA.gov. Go to the department tab, select community development, and then there's going to be a tab there for stormwater.
Okay, good. So please go online and fill out that survey. That will help the county know what more needs to be done with stormwater.
Right.
And thank you, Cindy, for joining us. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
In April, Roanoke County launched a new suite of GIS applications on its Maps and Apps website. With me today is David Ray. He's Roanoke County's GIS manager, and David's going to explain a few of the new great things you can find on the Maps and Apps website. David?
Thank you, Gray. On our new website, we've developed some single-focused applications that'll work on any device, anytime, anywhere. First application we have is TaxView. TaxView shows us our real estate property information and has one-click ability to go to other features or other applications such as Google Street View, 3D View, demographic report, and so on.
Great. One of the neat things about TaxView is the autocomplete feature from the search. I understand on our previous GIS site that was a little cumbersome, and now we've really streamlined, you and your staff have really streamlined that feature so that it's easy to search and easy to find addresses.
Yes, we have. In today's applications, we've used the latest technology with the autocomplete search. And the user or the citizen can actually search on their last name, then first name, parcel ID, or address. And what I mean by autocomplete is that if you wanted to search on an address, it'll complete as you type and complete out the best fit match and gives you a pick list to choose from.
Right. Now, I also understand this new technology enables a lot of information to be presented easily, like zoning information and things like that.
That's correct. What the application allows us to do is for the user to be able to quickly get on, get their information, and get out. As where it took 4 to 5 clicks and you had to have a master's degree in GIS, today with one mouse click you can find your zoning information, find out the ordinance, the zoning description on your property, get that information quickly, and get off and do your business.
Now, in today's mobile world where everyone has a phone or a tablet, I know access is really important. Tell me about the compatibility with these GIS apps on mobile devices.
Our apps are completely mobile friendly. They're mobile ready, so that if you have a mobile device, whether it's a smartphone or an iPad or a Galaxy tablet running an Android operating system, you can access our apps from our website and be able to make smarter choices.
Smarter choices with easy to find data.
That's correct.
Right. I know one of the other things we've brought out, or your staff has brought out, is the OneView application. I think that's supposed to be a more comprehensive application?
That's correct. OneView application is more for the professional user. It's for that realtor, the title company, to be able to find that actual information, to be able to query it, to be able to do some analysis, and to be able to export that data out to meet their business needs.
Right. Now, I understand too, one of the powerful features of OneView is that one-click access to information. Where you can
That's correct. That's correct. So by searching on a property, basically OneView will bring back different themes of information all about that one location. So once I bring back that property information, it's going to bring me back the tax parcel information, the utility information, the environmental information, the government services information, and so on and so on.
Right. And another thing is you've improved are the base maps, I believe. So instead of just the line drawings of tax parcels, you can also see a lot of imagery.
That's correct. So we're using the latest in technology. The citizens have become used to Google Maps or Bing Maps. And our application, we use our own base maps that actually Google uses our authoritative data because they get their data from the counties. It feeds up from the grassroots level. So we actually have the most up-to-date data with our base maps that allows the citizens to be able to look at tax parcels, building footprints, addresses, and it's a very rich complement of base maps for our applications.
Well, this seems like a very comprehensive solution, like you said, for power users. Does this also work on tablets and mobile phones?
This does. This does. I would recommend that we're having some training and some little workshops around town at the library and at Green Ridge Recreation Center. I would recommend that you would come there to get a little bit of training on OneView. Just 30 minutes or so to get you up to speed, and then you're out the door and you're running.
That's great. Now again, some of those dates and times will be posted on our website and locations for those trainings. I believe they're at South County Library and at Green Ridge Rec Center and
Glenver Library.
Glenver Library, thank you. So I think those are later this month, and maybe even the 1st of June, our last one will be. So I really hope, encourage people to come out for those trainings. They're free public sessions at the libraries and Green Ridge Rec Center. Again, those dates will be posted on our website. And David Ray, I really thank you very much for coming out today and telling us more about our GIS applications.
Thank you, Mr. Craig.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. The Roanoke Valley Crime Line is a program led by citizens and business people in our community, and it's helped lead to many crimes being solved. And here to tell us more about it today is Rich Russ with Russ & Associates and Officer Rick Crozier, who's crime prevention specialist with Roanoke County. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Rich, let's start with you. Tell us about Crime Line. What's the goal of this program?
The goal of Crime Line is to provide citizens of the Roanoke Valley area a means to anonymously provide tips to law enforcement and then be provided rewards for providing those tips if they lead to arrest, indictment, or conviction.
Okay, so it's monetary reward, correct?
It's a monetary reward.
Okay.
The board of directors decides on the amount of the reward based upon the type of crime that the tip leads to a solution for.
Okay, so that's a good incentive. And what kinds of progress or success stories have you had? Any statistics you can share?
Well, probably the better statistic is that over the last 3 to 4 years, the number of tips have successfully increased. Probably 3 years ago it was about 135, 140. Right now, for this year, we're probably going to top 200. We've smoothed out some of the reporting methodologies and the ability to filter the information to the police departments, and I think we've got a pretty good system going right now.
That's good. So a lot of people are calling in. Good. And how can people report these leads?
They can call the Crime Line number, which is probably the easiest. That's a local 540 number, 344-8500. And that rings into the Roanoke City Police Department, where they capture the information provided by the tipster. They don't ask name, they don't ask any identifier, and none of the call-in information is retained for long-term purposes. So the tip remains completely anonymous, and then the coordinator with the city provides that information to the appropriate law enforcement department for follow-up.
Okay, great. Now, Rick, as a crime prevention specialist, what are some things people can do, some tips that you can offer people to help combat crimes?
First and foremost, you need to be alert to your surroundings at all times. Know what's going on in your neighborhood, know what's going on around you. Second, take an active part. In order to get anything out of life, you have to put forth some effort. Don't just assume that the police department is going to be there to take care of every prevention strategy. You've got to look and do some strategies yourself. We offer programs such as security assessments for residences. We'll come out there and look and see what your vulnerabilities are. We'll tell you how to make it better. One of the biggest problems we're going to start having, we've had over the last several months, is unlocked vehicles. People are rummaging through unlocked vehicles. Lock those vehicles. Make sure that you don't keep things like laptops, digital cameras, expensive items inside your vehicle. Lock them up. Make sure that they're secure.
Okay, and are there some programs people can take part in?
There are. We've got a great program here called Citizen Police Academy at the Roanoke County Police Department. They can contact me at the Crime Prevention Office and I can get them an application. We've got neighborhood watch programs that are always open to the public. They can come out there. So they just need to call and I'll have a whole list of resources for them to come out.
Okay, and we do have a lot of neighborhood watch
We do.
Associations in our area, don't we?
And civic leagues as well as homeowner associations. So yeah, it's a great way for us. And Neighborhood Watch, a lot of people assume that it's just a crime information program. It's actually the relationship you have with your police department. You can go anywhere online and get the crime stats, but you need to have the information that I can personally provide you, make you better well informed.
Good. So good prevention. We're doing some good things. We're generating some good leads here in our area. So that's good. You can go to RoanokeCountyVA.gov to find more information about Crime Line and some good crime prevention tips. Thank you both for being here with us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We'll be back. Welcome back to the show. Roanoke County is going to be making a few changes to the bulk pickup. And here to tell us more about that is Nancy Duvall, who's the solid waste manager. Welcome to the show, Nancy.
Thank you.
So the first thing I think people should know is there won't be any changes made to their regular garbage collection day, correct?
No, there's not. There's not going to be any changes made to their days of collection at all, really. We're still asking them to put everything out on the same day that they've always put it out on before.
Okay, great. And what are the changes that are coming?
The change is that we are just going to be picking up the construction material. We currently pick it up, but we're just going to be picking up in a different way. That's really the only change. That they just might notice that part of their bulk is going to be picked up, and part of it might be picked up, a little bit later. So that's really the only change that they will see in the process.
Okay, and what are the materials that are going to be picked up?
What we consider to be construction material is it's supposed to be homeowner generated, so it would be little things that you might have in terms of like if you're redoing a bathroom or working on a deck, maybe some lumber, some drywall, maybe some insulation, maybe a few floor tiles, that kind of thing.
Okay, so there's probably some damage that's being done to the vehicles you've been using because you probably have some, with construction materials, probably nails and different things like that might be tearing up the trucks?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
With the way we pick it up now is we feed it into the back of a rear loader manually by hand, and that damages the truck, and it's also very dangerous for the employees because things can fly back out. So what we've done now is we have the same type of truck that we use to pick up the brush with the claw, and it can just reach out and pick up the material and put it in the truck, and no one actually has to handle the material.
Okay, so that's safer for employees.
Yes, absolutely.
well.
That's one of the main reasons we're making this change is because it's just not, it's just not safe for them to be manually handling all of this stuff.
Okay, so when will these materials be picked up? Everybody puts their bulk items out on the curb, and regular bulk items will be picked up, and then these items will be picked up when?
Well, what we're asking is we want everyone to understand that we need all these materials. If you're setting out bulk, such as boxes or something, you set it out on your day. This material needs to be set out on your day as well, because we're going to be making a list, and then we're going to be sending a separate truck back to pick that material up. I don't really want to say that it's going to be a certain time, a day late or whatever, because it really needs to be out on the same day. I just want everyone to know that it'll be picked up with a separate truck. So your boxes may be picked up at 9 a.m. and your construction material just may be picked up later.
Right.
But it has to be out there at the same time as your boxes so that we know that it's there. Because we're only going to be running these routes based on a list that we generate from the drivers, because that'll save wear and tear and run time on the vehicle.
It's much more efficient.
Yes, it is much more efficient. So we need everyone to fully understand that while it might not be picked up at the same time, it needs to be out there at the same time so that we know it's there.
So there will just be an extra pickup, because currently we see our garbage being picked up by a truck, and then we see brush picked up by a different truck, bulk picked up by okay.
And it probably, when you say it like that, it doesn't really seem all that efficient. But when we look at the wear and tear on our vehicles and the safety of the employees, it just makes a whole lot. Because one little, we've had a couple times where the rear loader that's ripped a hole in the top, almost like a can opener, and that's thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Sure.
So one of those certainly makes this program make sense.
Sure, that's a smart thing to do. Okay. What if people don't know when their bulk pickup day is? Maybe people don't use bulk as often. How would they find out when their bulk pickup day is?
Several ways. They're free to call our office. The number is 387-6225, and we're happy to help. And it's also on the website. It's on trash collection has its own thing that you click on right as you go on the front page, and it's all right there. It tells you what your street is, what week it is, and everything.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for joining us. There's just a few changes coming, but we want to make sure everybody's aware of them. And again, feel free to contact us if you have any questions. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm out here at one of Roanoke County's favorite locations, which is Green Ridge Recreation Center and Splash Valley, which is set to open soon. And here to talk more about it is Scott Ramsberg, who's the Business and Information Manager for County Parks and Rec. Welcome to the show, Scott.
Thanks, Amy.
So, tell us all about Splash Valley. We're getting ready for an opening soon.
Well, it's almost time. It's a beautiful day today. We hope it's going to stay that way for opening day, which is May 24th. So we're going to be open the 24th, 25th, and 26th, which is actually Memorial Day. And then we'll open the following weekend, and June 6th we'll actually start our full daily operation here at Splash Valley.
Okay, I know a lot of kids are getting excited about this. I know mine are, because this is a fun place to be. Now, I know there's some new benefits this year. Tell us about those.
Well, we got a couple of new things. First, you can actually have a season pass this year. For the first time, we're offering individual season passes. There are for the general public. There's also a lower price if you are a member here at Green Ridge Recreation Center as well. So first time ever. It saves on daily admission if you come frequently, so a great way to enjoy the water park here. Also new this year, we're doing extended hours on Friday nights. They're called Fantastic Friday Nights between the months of July and early August. So on these nights, the park will be open till 9 o'clock p.m. There'll be extra activities, music from a DJ, and we're bringing out food trucks this year for the first time. So we're really excited about that. Games, family fun, and more time to do it here at Splash Valley. So just giving more people reasons to come back. And on top of all that, we've also brought back some of our special deals from last year. We have $6 Wednesdays, so discounted admission on Wednesdays. And another one that some folks will like on Mondays, anyone 55 and older gets in free with a paying child. Limit one adult per paying child. So hopefully that'll get folks out here to enjoy the beautiful facility here at Splash Valley.
Yeah, there are some great benefits, and this is a lot of family activity, and it's really affordable too. So this is a great place to be in the summertime.
It's really great. Of course, you can get the day passes. They range between $5 and $9. County residents, of course, get a discount to come and enjoy.
Right, that's great. Now, I know there are some other popular activities going on. Parks and Rec is really gearing up this time of year, and there's some summer camps, right?
Right, and it's not too late to sign up for summer camps. We are offering over 200 weeks of summer camp programs. That's for ages 3 to 17. Many of them occur here at Green Ridge Recreation Center and some elsewhere throughout the county. Athletics camps, there's a splash camp here. Taught programs of all kinds, like American Girls Doll Camp, and some of the pop culture things that kids are interested in. So there's still room. Spaces are filling quickly. Of course, we also have Camp Roanoke. We can't forget about our traditional overnight camp. And one more I wanted to tell people about Explore Park, which Roanoke County is really opening for the first time this summer, is programming some outdoor wilderness survival and outdoor education type of programs for both youth and teens. So you may want to check that out on the county website as well.
Okay, good. And back to those camps, are there age requirements?
There are. They vary by age. Again, they run from ages 3 all the way up to 17. The younger kids are usually 2 or 3 hour experiences on consecutive days. As they get older, there are longer programs. You can choose between a half day and a week. And of course, if you're rising 3rd grade or older, you can stay overnight at a place like Camp Roanoke. Oh,
good. That's a good place to send the kids, and so they can have a good time. And then Explore Park, as you said, opening up soon, and that's another family fun. That's true. Right. That's true. Just open.
Roanoke County has opened up 14 miles of hiking and biking trails at Explore Park, many of which have been closed for the past 5 years. So we're very excited about that. You can wander through the historical area and check out what we've got going there. The Visitor Center and Museum, of course, has been open, but county is staffing that as well. So it's really a great place to enjoy nature, and you can't forget about the beautiful Roanoke River that runs through the gorge there. It's one of the most beautiful spots in the valley, I think.
Sure. Oh, I would agree with that. That's great. And so where can people find more information about this?
We can find it out at RoanokeCountyParks.com. If you want to find about anything, summer camps is click on a link on the left-hand side of your screen on RoanokeCountyParks.com. And of course, you can browse for all our parks, and Explore Park is on there as well.
Great. Okay. Well, we heard it all from you. There's a lot going on here in Roanoke County for your outdoor. What's your theme? It's your destination.
The destination for exploration.
Absolutely.
That's our outdoor theme. Camp Roanoke and Explore Park this year.
Great. We have a lot going on in the county, and we hope you'll get out and enjoy some of the outdoor fun we have. We'll be back.